Not caps. Sorry about that. Don't mean to yell hello.
Are you going back on?
I'm on now, and I'm trying again. So maybe it was my poster. I don't have any music or anything. Maybe my Yoda is not conducive. My Star Wars is not conducive.
Well, that should be fine. There.
Oh, my Yoda. They're going to get me for Yoda.
Where's Yoda?
He's got my back.
Oh, yeah.
Yoda's got my back. And I don't see why, because if I could show any kind of anything Star Wars shouldn't.
You want me to cover him?
No, don't you dare cover him, because we got baby Yodas and stuff on screen. So why is my posters or fatheads any different?
Not sure.
Well, thanks for bringing these to me.
There's only 3 of them.
Oh, I got Amy. I got Aaron Mary back. Hey, ladies. I don't know. They gave me a copyright for something and shut me off. I don't know if it was my posters or what. So I appreciate it. Aaron Mary for coming back. Amy, thank you so much for coming on. Love to meet you sometime, Amy. Really would. Sweet gal. All right, so I just wanted to hang out and chat. Get to meet people. Hello, Monarch family. Hello. So why do you think they shut me down? Was it copyright of my own photos and my background, maybe? They don't know who they're from. They're all mine. Maybe they didn't like that. They know who they're from. Gave me copyright. I don't know. Clean up, girl. I've been cleaning. Well, I can't say cleaning most of the day, but partial of the day and most of the last 3 days. Been revamping the chicken coop to accommodate the chicks with the larger chickens, because you can't put them both together till the little ones are bigger, because they have this whole kind of system going on. It's kind of crazy. It's hard to understand, and you gotta keep them separated until they're all about the same size. So cleaning chicken coops, not a great time. Yeah, necessary. But I think it's worth it in the long run. Chickens are great. Cute. You get some delicious fresh eggs. Kind of easy. Kind of like fish. Dogs and cats. I'm done. I'm over it. I can't do it anymore. I've had multiple pets. I love them all. But I'll stick with the wildlife. They go do their thing and stay where they are. Yeah, right, Amy? Disney stuff in the background. So, I mean, I got my Star Wars poster. I got Yoda in the background. Are they gonna... He's got my back. So, one of the reasons for my stream was just meet and greet. If anybody can tell me if you guys want to go live with me and hang out and chat and explain to me how to add you, I would love to do that. I'm gonna open for questions. I really didn't have big plans when I was doing this, other just than eager to meet people that I've been associating with for quite some time and sharing photos and my art with. Occam's Razor. Hello. Indeed, it's been a while. Thank you. Thank you for participating. Do I do ghost adventures? I would like to. My thing is I'm never going to do it around my own home. And I'm pretty much a homebody, so not going to go there. Not in my house. Michelle, hey, sweetie. Hi. Still trying to figure. Glad you're here. Yeah. I don't know about so much bored. Just want some more social interaction with people that I've been talking with for a while. Follow a lot of YouTubers. Send them a lot of comments, support, photos, stuff like that, and just a way of introducing myself. Since people are usually thousands of miles away and you just can't go and say hello. So this is my way of saying hello. So can anybody tell me how to make people mods? That'd be great. I don't know how to do that. So I just click on your name. Oh, add moderator. Here we go. All right, this is cool. I love this. AG. I'm so appreciative, you guys. Love it. Hey, Akam, guess what? Michelle. Did I get everybody? Get everybody. Yay. How fun is this? Huh? All right. So, what? Monarch, Michelle or Garrett or Amy or Akam or Aaron. Anybody interested in coming on live stream with me, or you guys just want to hang back, maybe ask me some questions, tell me about yourselves? I can share some stuff I've been doing. I mean, it's middle of the night here. Options are open for questions. Hey, Akam, I really appreciate your support on my YouTube channel, by the way. Love your comments. I like your interaction. That's cool. I appreciate your support. Monarch Moments, great freaking family. Oh my gosh. You guys are just unbelievably supportive and all around really great people. Love ya. Amy, sweetheart. Oh my gosh. On the stream, I love your little giggles when you find something funny in the chat. Love it. All right, so I guess I'm rolling on my own. All right, so because Monarch Moments is here, I'm just going to go ahead and just share the couple little Funkos that I have. I would love to go crazy. And yes, this is the Star Chamber. I call it my Star Walker headquarters, but yeah, I like Star Chamber too. I'll share my Funko Pops. And my first Funko Pop given to me by my daughter is oh my gosh, I know we all love Mickey, but I love Snoopy, like really, and cute little Woodstock there. I mean, adorable, right? His little feet. Now I have some blue stuff on him, so he stands upright when I stick him down somewhere because he doesn't balance very well. How long have I been doing photography? I want to say that I've been doing photography since I got like my first little, the little rectangular camera back in the 80s. You know, a little wind up little thing. You know, I was like 12. I was out west with my grandparents out in the Grand Tetons, Jackson National Park, Yellowstone, and we went all over through the Midwest. And all I had was that little wind-up camera, and I was just, you know, it took my breath away as a child. All that grandeur of scenery, and hoping I can catch those moments. So my camera is really fuzzy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to fix it. Maybe it's focusing on my photos instead of me, which I would prefer you look at my photos instead of me, but I apologize. But yeah, and I didn't get really into it until, well, my husband bought me my camera now. Yeah, like an old Kodak. He bought me a camera 2 years ago, and over the last year, I think is when, with the camera, I just felt like now was the time, and it felt like a natural thing with that particular camera. It just felt more conducive to my natural function of wanting to capture something. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but so I'm all for the moment and capturing the moments. That's funny because my photos are not so fuzzy. Well, if you would have seen the ones I took yesterday, they were totally fuzzy because I've been trying to use that manual a little more. And because of my glasses, I really want to get some context. And there's limited adjustment to the viewership in my viewfinder. I can't get, in the sun shining in, it really limits my ability to manually focus. Oh, I made it worse. I'm sorry. All right. Tell me when. I'm sorry, it's worse. I should be. I think I'm using Streamlabs. Or no, and I have it hooked up with YouTube. Good night, Aaron Mary. I appreciate you coming by and supporting me. 100%. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. All right, how about if I do, see, that's too dark. And my lights do all kinds of funny things. But maybe that's it, is my camera's trying to focus on all those photos behind me. It doesn't know what to do. It's kind of like me when I go to take photos and I'm trying to catch a picture of a bird among branches. It keeps like moving, trying to figure out where my focus point is. Just the right side of the screen. So this side where all the photos are. All right. You mean your left, which is my right? So here, this is actually, how about if I do something, is that worse? It just can't do it, can it? It's too much for it to take in. Your left. Anyways, just trying to show you some 3D prints that my husband has done for me. This is one of my favorites, is Walt Mickey. This little Yoda guy, he's like a miniature Yoda. Is it coming in at all? I'm sorry, it's bad. Should I back out and try again? Should I minimize my my lights maybe? Hey, if it's terrible, I can end it and try it again. I don't want to look terrible on a live stream. That's not how I want to roll. You don't think it's my lights? Is it just my Microsoft camera? I really think maybe it's too much to focus on. Don't mind my big hands. Life Adventure Show. Hello. Check the settings on StreamYards. Oh, I gotta learn it sometime, right, Michelle? All right, don't think it's the lights. Not sure how to access. Go to manage. Well, let me go to manage. Okay. If I stay still, I'm okay. Hey, Danny. All right, so Danny's a mod. Life Adventures a mod. Is there anybody I haven't made a mod yet? Woo woo. Catch on my mods. All right, so if I move slow, everything's okay? Or do you think it's because I took out all the background that made it easier? Yay. I'm so happy to have all you guys here. That's so cool. All right, so one of the first 3D prints Jay brought out to me is this one. Oh my gosh, the light is too bright. Let me see if I bring him back. He does better back here, doesn't he? Like, he became my little child, this little itty bitty thing. And this one hasn't been quite cleaned up yet. There's a lot of like excess plastic that you have to have printed to help support all these outer elements. But this is like a little Mandalorian there. How cute is he? Look at his little feet. All right, but for today, I really like little Stormtrooper Mickey. To my golden retriever here stuck to that. But yeah, there's Mickey, and then we get a little Stormtrooper Minnie Mouse there. Like, how cute are they? Oh my gosh, I think they're so adorable. All right, so I got sidetracked because I was trying to figure out the quality issue. Yeah, Stormtrooper Minnie Mouse. She's right here. Let's see. It's so bright in here, and my computer screen is really bright, so it's like a little Stormtrooper Minnie. Ooh, ooh. How cute is she? Anyways, it's really neat. It's a bit blurry. I'm sorry. My household is like one step up from dial-up. We have no fiber optics here yet. They started running it last year and stopped 3 miles down the road. So it's not really good. And even though I have a cell tower close, it's not a Verizon cell tower, so it gives me 0 connection. So trying to share things live stream up here in the north has been quite complicated. Landon was up way late on a buddy's stream. Was that Orlando Mike's stream? Or he was doing the Star Wars marathon last night? Oh, yay. Thank you. It's not an original, but looks like the original. So, yeah. This is what I thought I got copyright for. And then I got my Disney and some more Yoda. Right above my head here, I have like a Yoda fat head. It's pretty cool. Let me show you. Let me show you. Yeah. I am looking down at me while I'm at my desk. Pretty cool, right? My son got that for me. He worked at Fatheads for a little while and brought that home to me. And I have like a life-size Drew Brees Fathead. I've been waiting to have a billiards room and hang up Yoda at one end of the pool table and have Breeze at the other. So we're just going to go with crazy lean-to redneck shack. Like, is that working? Let's see. Look okay on phone, but TV and tablet is blurry. Sorry. I don't want to be blurry. Well, blurry is actually not so bad for me, so I'm just sorry it's bad on your eyes. Tough getting kids to bed. It's always tough getting kids to bed. Yes, I'm sure Pam does have some of the same problems I've got. She's about 2 hours south of me. 2.5, yeah, a little over 2 hours. We were supposed to meet this past month. We were going to go to a garden and the butterfly house. And unfortunately, that has been postponed. We also both have not been to a Traverse City Cherry Festival. We've been in state our whole lives and have not been to that, but that was one of our main things we were going to do this year. And that's been canceled, which I'm upset about because they have like the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels there over the waters. And I love the airplanes. So this was supposed to be the last year of either the Blue Angels or the Thunderbirds. So, and about 6 years ago, they canceled the same Blue Angels and Thunderbird flights over a certain part of southeast Michigan, out of Warren, Michigan. They used to fly regularly there, and they canceled them. So it's kind of like my last moments to actually get to see them in flight. Unless I go down to Florida, which I would love to do and see them there. But anyhow, I'm sorry about your cats fighting. I had cats that would fight if there were two females. I had two female cats, and if there was a male cat outside, those girls would go crazy. They would go at each other. They would never fight each other any other time. Peaceful, loving little sisters. But as soon as there was a male cat outside, they go nuts. Go to sleep, little caterpillar. I have to go to tomorrow and clean out my classroom. Aw. Cats get buck wild. The whole school thing, that's a moment we're all used to having. And it's just been so disrupted. It's unfortunate that so many things are happening this year that would be normally so profound in people's lives. It's been dampered. That's unfortunate. I had 2 girl cats and a boy cat, And it still did not matter if the boy cat outside came around, because the two girls would beat up on the boy in the in the inside and themselves. It was out of control. Kids are done on the 8th anyways. Yeah, but they miss so much. I homeschooled my kids, by the way. It was after 3rd and 4th grade. My daughter had developed epilepsy at like 6, and was having seizures at school. I was getting phone calls from school with like emergencies and having to run up and try to save her. But of course, by the time I got there, it was too late, and everybody all panicking and trying to discuss things with me. It was very traumatic for myself and for her. And then at the time, they were really promoting like ADHD kind of medicines for your kids, and saying because my son wasn't done with his schoolwork in 20 minutes, he's got attention deficit disorder. But my son's way mellow. He's not a hyperactive kid, and there's no way. He's just bored. I'm not going to put him on drugs because he's bored. He's playing video games at home. He gets to school, he's like, I'm not going to put him on something because of that. Anyways, her seizures now are, I think she's gone a year and a half without having a seizure. And then really it's weird because the drug we started her on caused more seizures. But now, 12 years later, it's actually helping limit the seizures. And she hasn't had one in about a year and a half. So thank goodness, and thank you for your prayers. Tired of homeschool. Well, it wouldn't be so tiring of homeschool if they were able to be outside and interactive with each other. The social distancing is not conducive to normal child development. So just being homeschooled is a drag, because my daughter was very sociable and they required that sociability. Okay, it's not your cat, Akam. You know what? The cat I have is not my cat. My daughter got a cat October, and she convinced me and let her getting this cat. And then December, she decided she was moving out, and that the people she was living with were allergic to cats. Now I'm stuck with a cat I didn't want. And I love him and hate him at the same time. I wanted to do homeschooling because I felt that parents know best. And seeing the curriculum that was happening in schools at such a young age compared to what we were brought up as in the 80s and everything has changed so drastically. And there's just elements of things that I felt that I was responsible to teach my kids, not the school, you know. And I was a stay-at-home mom, so I felt it was only suiting that I go ahead and spend the time teaching them the things that I thought was important and let them develop their own interest, not a groupthink interest. Does that make sense? Sometimes, I'm going to say most of the times, mothers know best. Mothers know best from the get-go. We worked hard to be that mama. All right, so I'm going to show you guys something I've been working on. I haven't made much progress because it was cold today, but the sun was shining. So I wanted to be outside because it's been like raining and cold, and it's still cold. We're still going to get below freezing temperatures. Which I worry about my chicks I just put out in the coop. Got the heat lamp out there. There's like 18 of them to like all huddle up together. I'm sure they're going to be fine. The first night was fine, but still. So I didn't get to finish it today. I wanted to finish it by midnight. I took lots of photos this afternoon. There was so many things going on outside. So many different birds. A couple birds I hadn't seen in a while. I went over to the pond here and came back because I was done. I was trying to capture the red-winged blackbird. And when I came back to the house, I look up and there are 3 ospreys, 3 of them, not 1, not 2, but 3 of them just hovering around up in the sky. And I had my camera on the tripod, so I had to disengage that and try to focus and capture this moment of these beautiful raptors flying up above my house. It's usually you have to go by water. Like we have a river and a dam across the street here, but I've been here for 5 years and I haven't seen osprey flying above my house. Anyways, I had a busy day. Amy, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart, for stopping in. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support and always look forward to your streams and your smile and your laugh. Thank you. All right, I'm going to show you what I've been working on for like 2 days because I've been preoccupied with other things for like 2 days, but hopefully she'll come in. She may not. I see it's kind of blurry. Oh, it just won't focus. Is it a yay or a nay? Back it up. It's like staying still, holding for a shot of my camera when I got something very far away. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe I can't get it to come in. I'm sorry. I really wanted to share. I worked hard on her. Especially her eye. She's got this eye that I've got it unfortunately tilted at an angle, and perspectives are a challenge. All right, so aw, I'm sorry, guys. I will try again. Oh, it's just not having it. All right, what if I do? No? That doesn't help either. Well, this camera's not very friendly, is it? Now watch. These lights come on, like, they got like 7 different modes. Let's see, if I have them going all crazy, then the camera can't focus at all. All right, there we go. Thanks. Did you get to see it? I apologize, you guys. I do. And I appreciate y'all hanging out and through my bad quality, if that's what's happening. Disco. You want some disco? Because I like disco. That's why I thought about going on live on Instagram, is because I could play music and that way you have to, have to worry about copyright. All right, guys, ask me some questions, or somebody come on live with me and tell me how I get you to come on live with me. We can do what? I can show you. Oh, I didn't show you all my Funko Pops. I showed you Snoopy and Woodstock. My next line of order then I'm going to show you is, did I say fly planes? I said float planes. Oh, I don't remember saying planes, but maybe I did. All right, so I'm a big sci-fi, horror, fantasy kind of a fan. And I wasn't into this show at the time it was popular. I was a mother with 2 and preoccupied a lot of time with the kids, not being able to watch programs. So it wasn't until later that I was able to appreciate this show. But I don't know. Do you guys like, this is Little Miss Buffy with her crossbow. She was supposed to be going to homecoming, hence her dress, and she always wore a little leather jacket. And poor girl had to go and fight off a bad guy that night for her life. Look at her little cute little hair. Do I have a pilot's license? No, I haven't had the money to go and get a pilot's license. I would love to do so, though. Life Adventure. Yay, another Buffy fan. And then we got Dark Willow. She was a good witch turned black witch. Hence her little veins and such. My son got me these. He got me all 4 of them. This is Giles. Look how cute with his glasses. Now he knows the ways of vampires and the dark side, and he helps train Buffy. He's a very proper British man. And then we have Xander. Oh, Xander is quite the character in Buffy. He had a crush on Buffy. And then Willow has a crush on Xander because they grew up together. And then Buffy comes into town and he likes Buffy, but Buffy's not interested. She's on vampire role. She doesn't want to be on vampire role, but there's only one of her kind, and she doesn't like this guy who's at the library having to tell her how she's supposed to do shit. Oh, sorry, my stream. So anyways, love that show. You guys ever have a moment? Funko Dungeon. I bet. Is it like your whole basement? You've got like a 1,200-foot basement and it's just wall to wall Funkos. I'm a big Wonder Woman fan. I'm a Linda Carter Wonder Woman fan. So I got her. I do not have Spike. My son tried to find me Spike. You know what? Spike is hard to find in a lot of things. Even Angel or Faith, those are hard. And this is my most recent. This is last October. I found Miss Morticia. And I'm a big Addams Family fan. If they didn't have Gomez or any other, she was all by herself on the shelf. She was just waiting for me. So I got her. I love her. My son, this is not a Funko Pop, but he got me this is my Wonder Woman. Say what? How cool is she? Yeah, I got him a Witcher statue, and I buy him like he likes Harlequin, and so I buy him Harlequin figurines and Witcher, and he's been getting me my Buffy and my Wonder Woman stuff. Gall against Linda. Who wins? Ooh. Well, that's it. Do we put them both at the same age? And do we put Gall without being military trained? Because other than that, I mean, Gall has been military trained. So, and Linda was just pretty. Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, it's one of my favorites. Funko stock. Oh, 44 cents. Woo! All right, guys. So you know all those photos I take of all the birds. Here's my bird book. This is how I go about taking the time to identify all the birds that I see, along with Audubon and Cornell Labs. Because I can't be posting pictures of birds on Instagram if I don't know what they are. It seems silly. Thank you. My oldest son gave it to me. He saw how much fun I was having with the birds. I haven't started drawing the birds yet. I used to draw when I was like 13. I used to draw the birds. But one of my plans is, with my photographs, is to draw them, paint them, recreate them in some type of medium, I would like to do that, and you see photos on the internet and it's like, oh, I'm going to use that photo, which is cool. But I want to use my own photo if I'm going to recreate something. But also, and I haven't done it in a while, but I like to do virtual reality, and I use a game called Google Tilt Brush, where I get to create art in 3D. And I think it'd be totally cool to like recreate these photos. Like, so for instance, I can take like this Osprey photo into my Tilt Brush world, and I could trace it or copy it and bring it in like 3D. So that would be very cool. I got lots of plans, and I just feel like there's just not enough time or money to pull everything off that I'd like to do. I got too many thoughts. Thank you. I was pretty stoked about the eagle. I think it was that day before yesterday? I think it was day before yesterday, because yesterday it was too cold. I can't believe how cold it's been. It's like, oh, we'll give you 60. Oh, we're going to drop down to 30. Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds is like my sister's nightmare. So, like, my sister totally hates birds. So I find it very hard to like any of my photos. Aw, I'm sorry you're terrified of birds. See? So you're like my sister. So you probably don't like my bird photos, or is it okay because it's a photo and not around you? I have a phobia with spiders. I like snakes. Don't like spiders. UFO man. Hello, UFO man. How are you? Hakeem Kramrick. It's not ringing a bell, that name. Okay. Danny almost stepped on a rattlesnake. Scary. Done that before. Not stepped on, but almost. Laughed after we got to the car. Had a bird once. It was annoying. Gave it to my uncle because it wouldn't be quiet. Understandable. I want a scarlet macaw, but it would have to be like an outdoor, it'd have to be like in a pole barn or somewhere outdoors where it would annoy me. Recently, I got like my neighbors, I can't really see my neighbors, but I hear this peacock that they recently bought. I am so glad I am not closer to listening to that peacock. Now, I love peacocks, they're beautiful, but they're very loud and can be a little annoying. Now, see, I like the peacocks. They just need to be quiet. It needs to be not be a neighbor. And no, I don't want her out here by my backyard because I have multiple deer in my backyard and I want to keep them there. My son teases me about the deer in my backyard because he likes to hunt. And I'm okay for hunting, but my deer are there where I like them to be. And if push comes to shove, they're my deer. I've been feeding them. They've been eating off my apple trees. They're mine. Yeah, a peacock neighbor. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Ah! Cracks me up listening to that peacock. Hey, but I had roosters, and roosters can be annoying if you're trying to sleep in and they get out and start wandering around your house, and they can be quite loud too. I find white peacocks pretty, like I find like a black swan very pretty. No, that was a horrible sound, and I apologize. It will not happen again. That was horrible. Now, if you're hanging out while I'm hanging outside, and I try and I make all these like bird sounds to react to the other birds in the yard, and then the peacock happens to pop in, and you hear me respond, fine. But it's not going to be a regular. No, sorry. Sounds good, Life Adventure Show. Life Adventure Show. Can I call you by something else by any chance? Do I just say hi, Life? Do I say hi, Life Adventure? Bringing Jeff on. Thank you, UFO man. I like your name too. I'm into the UFO thing. That's cool. Tammy. Hi, Tammy. It's nice to meet you. He brought a raid. Oh no. I like the smiley cat. It's not Garrett. Is it Garrett? Is it Bing Bong? You know, I just watched N-Word for the first time. Now I know where Bing Bong comes from. Yes, it's why it says my monarch moments. That's right. It's your monarch moments. Tammy and Steven. I love Occam's comments to my videos. I don't know, he hangs tough and waits for how long it is I post a video, but I'm glad he does, and I appreciate his comments. Yes, you're just a visitor. That's right. Oh, that's funny. All right. So, today I was a bad DC comic fan and didn't pay attention to the fact that it was going to be Batman Day. Now, I know the last time I held something up, it didn't turn out, but I'm going to try again because I did start a Batman. I started a lot of things I haven't finished, but kind of get bored with things sometimes or frustrated. So you pause, do something else, and come back. So that's kind of my plan. Doing kind of 80s Super Friends kind of Batman. I don't know if you all can see that or not. Yes, nice to meet the people in chat we don't know yet, for sure. UFO Man, you're a little new to me. But everybody else, and thank you, UFO Man, for stopping by. Totally appreciate your input. I also started a little Betty Boop. Now, she's almost so simple that it's kind of hard. It's kind of like Mickey. It's almost so simple that they're kind of hard to do. I think it's because it's so simple that you're more able to see the mistakes or whatnot. Now, Snow White's been a little difficult. It is a classic, and illustration then on film makes it difficult for something if you're trying to copy from something original or take from something original, because there's not a lot of strong lines. So you kind of have to create your own lines, but then keep things in perspective and shapes and whatnot. And so I'm having a hard time with her left arm. It's supposed to be embracing like a bouquet of flowers. So I got everything but her arms at this point because I haven't been able to figure out how to put them in perspective. Oh, she's a little lighter, isn't she? Yeah, she's a little harder to see. Let me go back. Does that work? Can you see her a little bit? Oh my goodness. Getting her mouth right at the angle with something. The other day on Monarch Moments live stream, they were talking about if you could be a superhero, who would you be and what would you do? I tried to think of a character or a comic book character people wouldn't know of to think of. So they might say false, but I made it a little too easy just because it said what I would do with the power. It's from a 1980s comic. It's a Gen 13 from Image Comics. They were some young teenagers that had experiments done on them and gave them these abilities, like many other comic book characters. And her name is Sarah Rainmaker. So she's kind of like Storm, I guess. Marvel Storm. They kind of have the same kind of powers. And I would have said Storm, but I wanted to choose somebody that people didn't commonly know. And this is her. So yeah, I've been busy. Again, I don't know what happened there. I didn't bump anything. But, there's my first Mickey and Minnie that I remember drawing. Now, I don't say that I didn't draw them when I was a little girl, but here they are. Thank you, FL Man. I appreciate your support. May the 4th be with you. I know we're past that, but not until I go to sleep and wake up. And if you subscribe, thank you. And if you didn't and you see me live again, be happy to see you around. And have a great night. Thank you. All right, adjusting things on my Instagram. All right, I'm open for suggestions. Good night, UFO Man. Thanks again. Thanks again for coming in. Hope I wasn't too sad. I like photographs. Yeah, I like photographs. I think they capture great moments. Thank you. Thank you for joining my Instagram. Yay. Because if I didn't share any of my photos on Instagram or on YouTube or anything, nobody would see my photos. My family gets bombarded with my photos. And so it's nice to share my photos, or happy to share my photos with the people that like them. So thank you. I appreciate that. I think I would be the Hulk, but more like Banner Hulk. Okay. The thing is, I always think of the Hulk. I always think of like Lou Ferrigno kind of Hulk. I did, we were talking about famous people yesterday. I did meet Lou Ferrigno, by the way, and William Shatner. It was at like a classic auto show in Detroit. Yeah, I met Lou Ferrigno. I met the Hulk. I always think of him every time I think of the Hulk. I don't care how long it's been. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. Classic TV show was great. I mean, a lot of people think it's all cheesy, but even if I look back at it and say it's cheesy, it's like still really good because it was breaking, boundaries. It was making new, it was making things good. That's where it all started from. It's like music, where it all came from. It's all important. And I think it makes you appreciate it all the more. It's like, George Lucas having the foresight when he created 4, 5, and 6 to know that the things would be better in the future, to get a little bit more of what he wanted. And that's what I think why I like 4, 5, and 6. They're just my favorite. I was 5 years old when it came out. It's like in my DNA. Have I done any light painting? I don't know what light painting means. Light painting. So I'm going to say no. I used to watch it as a baby and he would growl. I bet your mom got a kick out of that. What are you doing? Right? Hmm. Elastigirl from The Incredibles. I'm expecting an incredible Elastigirl Incredible Funko Pop in the mail from Team Moldy. I happened to be in one of their live streams and won it. So I'm waiting for her to come in the mail. Still not sure about the light painting. Paid by numbers, took cross stitching. Okay. I have cross stitching going on. I learned it from my grandmother. What is light painting? Somebody please. Is it like Light Bright? Do you guys remember the Light Bright? Is it like a photo projection, like the things you use in school? You got this down here, the light, and it projects it onto a screen. Is that what you're talking about? I think everybody has the ability to draw, and it just takes time and the desire to want to do it. I mean, there's like my first sketch, no. And then I spent hours fixing it, and then a couple other hours just on one eye, just one eye. I had that much desire to just do it right, So I guess it's just if you want to do it. I could finger paint, but I don't know if I'm very good at finger painting. I tried to do some finger painting over a decade ago. Turned out kind of cool, like with the trees, and you do like this whole thing with your fingers and like pat out all the leaves and stuff like that. That was kind of fun. No. Now that you've explained to me what light painting is, I'm going to try it. Flash. See, now I have a new flash for my camera, like one of those big fancy ones that has its like own computer in it. I haven't even figured that out. Maybe I can use that. It's got like multiple filters and stuff. The elephants did it. The pandas were painting. Yeah, you can do, I don't know if that's called light painting or if that's just like time lapse or what they call it. I want to say star lines, but that's not it. Anyways, I know what you're talking about. I would love to capture that. I've got this huge telescope and there's so many things we haven't done with it yet. And the weather has not been cooperative. I didn't mean it, Daddy. I really didn't mean it. I didn't know you didn't like his mustache. Okay, Tammy. Cool. I'll check it out for sure. I don't know if you guys saw my might have been 4, no, maybe 5 posts ago. It was after it rained. I was waiting and thankfully the sun came out, and I really wanted to wait for the rain to stop to go out and catch like the water droplets and the plant life outside. And then the sun was setting, and so I got underneath my pine tree out here and I had my head up in the pines and trying to not bump those drops on this branch so I can catch the light coming in from here, get that like reflection. And I did get a couple good successful shots, most of them not, but I did get a couple. It's like today I took so many photos and maybe 25% were all right. But you never know, especially if you're not using a tripod and the wind's blowing in the trees, or you yourself can't stay stable. There's a blur, so you gotta take multiple shots. If you're trying to manually focus and then you got glasses and sunlight coming in your eyes. Anyways, I find it all a challenge and fun. And then it makes it that much more rewarding to find a good shot. All right, I'm going to show you guys a drawing. It's a Disney movie. And I'm going to see if it's any good if you guys can name which movie it's from. Is that cool? Let's hope this works. No, it doesn't like me getting too close. All right, so this is from Sword in the Stone. This is Merlin. And this is Arthur. And this is when Merlin, as Arthur, has he ever been a squirrel? And Merlin thought it was funny that little girl squirrel kept messing around with Arthur. She fancied him, and he didn't know how to handle it. And he just laughed it off until he had his own girl squirrel fancy him, and he didn't know how to handle it. And I find that was a really funny moment in the movie, which is why I drew it. And Eddie Family Adventures, about a week ago, well, it's been going on for about a month, they were doing like a drawing a day for so many days and had like something, like a thing for you to draw each day. And they said, a funny moment from a movie. And I was watching Sword in the Stone at the time and found that quite funny. And then thought that maybe I should go ahead and draw like them as the squirrel, as the fish, as the bird, like the different things, transitions that Merlin put him through. But then I just started going on and drawing so many other things that I just can't keep up. I'm sorry it was hard to see. I'm sorry about the quality. Do I travel? I do if I could. How about that? Yeah, I haven't traveled out of the US in about 6 years, but I travel down country, like sometimes Florida and Mississippi and Louisiana when I can. And I usually go to Mississippi and Louisiana pretty regularly because that's where my family is. If I could travel more, I totally would, because it's totally conducive with photography. It's going places and trying to capture things that, capture the moments. Thank you, Garrett. I received that. I appreciate that. I'll check into it. It reminds me of some stuff I've seen. Some drone pilots do some really fun stuff with the lights. Where am I from? I'm from here, Michigan. Originally from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Go Blue. Whoop, whoop. And about 5 years ago, moved up here to northern Michigan, and I'm about a half hour away from the Mackinac Bridge, which connects the lower peninsula to the upper peninsula. It's beautiful. I'm in love with the bridge. I don't know why, but I am. Cool. I just got an Instagram from, calls himself Wildlife of the Planet NPC. He shows a lot of other wildlife photographers' photos on his Instagram. He posts them regularly, daily stories. He does like monthly challenges and stuff like that. I see that other Instagrammers have them listed, oh, so-and-so follows me, or followed by. And I just asked if I could list him as a person that follows me. And he said, please do. So, cool. Live in Grand Rapids and us. Yes, I remember you telling me there wasn't enough pine trees here. And then I said, I believe I responded that you weren't far enough north. You were in that bottom quarter of the state that I don't count as Michigan anymore, but 3/4 of the way up, you got all the pines you can ask for. I love it up here. Just wish I can convince everybody else to move up here. So, Akim, where are you now? And Tammy, where are you located? I definitely will, Tammy. I had all kinds of plans before this whole pandemic happened. I don't like to do air quotes. I don't know why I just did that, but cancel it out of your minds that I did that. I had all kinds of plans. Tennessee. Well, see, I drive through Tennessee regularly to go see my mama. So I was hoping to go this fall. I have family getting married in Louisiana in October, so I plan on heading south in October. And if all works out well, maybe I can meet you as I'm passing through Tennessee. That'd be cool. Occam's got the mountains. Hey, we have little mountains in the UP. They're mountains, but they're just not as lovely as yours. Well, I hope you get to go too. I think if it goes on for that too long, if it goes, it's just too much. I try not to say much about the going ons of things. I feel like I won't be liked if I really say what's on my mind. So I just try to go along and get along and hope the best for everybody. And I think by November, you should be cool. I would like to plan a Disney trip for next year. I am dying to go to Galaxy's Edge. Now, if I do make it to California, I don't know if I'm going to get to Disneyland and California Adventures because I've always wanted to go to the San Diego Zoo. I was in San Diego and didn't get to go. I was very disappointed. And I would love to do that. I think it's because of the dang panda bears. Panda bears are so dang cute. I hate typing on my phone too. Thumbs are not always reliant. I would also like to go to Yosemite and the Redwoods. I've already been to the beach, seen the whales. That was pretty cool. They took the pandas out of San Diego? Really? Well, that makes me a little sad. So where are they? It's like me trying to get to Chicago, and I want to go to Chicago because I want to go to the aquarium and eat some Chicago pizza, jazz music, and art museums. Come to find out, there's a lot of stuff in here in Detroit. In the Detroit area, I haven't been to yet. So that's got to be first on my list. I bet it is. I've mostly frequently the Toledo Zoo in Toledo, Ohio, which I find is a great zoo. We got to do, my daughter, when she was in Girl Scouts, we got to do a sleepover at the zoo. That was phenomenal. Pandas went back to China. All right, that's cool. That's where they belong. I will miss them. I don't think I'll make it to China anytime soon. Hawaii cruise, Alaskan cruise. I would love to go on an Alaskan cruise. Because when I was out west, just out in Wyoming and stuff, it was in Yellowstone and Grand Tetons and Jackson Hole and Grand Canyon and why can't I think of Devil's Tower, Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse. I'd love to go back to all those places. Those are just beautiful locations. Am I too mellow? Am I going to put you out of sleep? Now, my husband lived in Alaska when he was about 10 to 12 years old. He lived there for a couple years. And no, Danny, I have not seen all of your video chat. Aw, hi, Tony. Good to see you too. Thanks, Akam. He liked it there. He said it was weird, like with the 24, with like the day and the light and all that kind of stuff. But he said one of the scariest things is he was the little guy that had to take the garbage out to outside and put in the dumpster. And he was just a little guy. So, you have to really swing it up in there. But a little boy about the same age as him had been mauled and killed outside of that same dumpster. And he didn't want to take the garbage out no more. And I don't blame him. But apparently his mom still insisted he take the garbage out. Do you think I would let my baby go out and take the garbage after something like that happens? That's just crazy. But other than that, he loved it there. Northern Lights were phenomenal. The weather was amazing. Mosquitoes were big enough to carry you off like a hawk or an eagle. What do I do for fun besides birds and drawing? Well, let's see. I also like to do beading. Like I do beadwork, making like jewelry and stuff. I do a little cross stitch. I do very little knitting. When my daughter was here, we used to do a lot of it. Also, when my daughter was here, we were doing a lot of like face painting. She let me do art and stuff on her face, stuff for Halloween and stuff like that. I miss that. There's quite a few things that I don't do anymore because my daughter's gone. Like she moved and she's like 5 hours away and I miss her. I haven't seen her. When was the last time I did see Kiana? It's been too long since I've seen my daughter. Saw her Christmas. They came up for Christmas. That's right. Still, it was a long time before that. What else do I do? I like to video game. My Xbox. I like first-person shooter games. I like zombie games. I like scary games. I like virtual reality games. Google Toothbrush. You get to make 3D art. That's pretty cool. I like to study. I like to read. Go places. Drink beer. Try new food. A lot, I guess. Sorry, that was a lot. 3 times in 5 years. Wow. I've just been that one time. I would love to go back. Love to go back. Guy's Burger Joint. Hey, Guy's got a burger joint on Carnival Cruise. You know that? Right? Well, that's what he said. They're big enough to carry, the mosquitoes are big enough to carry you off. That they're like the state bird. But Michigan tries to claim it's their state bird. So does Louisiana, so. You guys are too nice. And again, thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me. It was just spur of the moment thing. I appreciate it. It's the only way I felt I can meet everybody from everywhere, because I can't get there. So regardless of the circumstances, this is still a cool way to meet everybody. So thank you. I appreciate it, and nice to meet everybody. There are only cougar mountain lions here, big cats and bear, but far in between. They say there's no mountain lions here, but there are. People have caught them on their, what do you call those cams? Night cam things you put out outside. They say it's a bobcat, but bobcats don't have long tails. But we do have bobcats. We do have gray timber wolves, mostly in the UP, but I have found tracks for them here just once, and it blew me away because I got like really big hands, and those paws were as big as my hand. So, and they try, and I send them into the DNR, and the DNR, oh, it's just a large domestic dog. Well, I had a Bernese Mountain Dog, which is a very large domestic dog. We have a nature preserve about 8 miles east of here. It's a huge nature preserve. So, and then just elk about southeast of here. So it's always possible to run into those things. First time we came up here was about 6 years ago. We came camping up here, and we stayed in a teepee at Sheboygan State Park. We stayed in a teepee for 3 days. That was fun, but we also came like after like major rains, and the mosquitoes were outrageous, and I had to run to the store, Kmart at the time, and grab a mosquito tent for us to hang out. We had a raccoon encounter. Like, we were sitting outside in that mosquito tent. The raccoon came and like lifted up the side of the tent like it was coming in. I was like, and the coon took off. But later, when me and my son went to bed, that coon, because you got to tie the teepee shut, you could see the silhouette of the coon outside of the teepee trying to figure out how to untie what we did. That was crazy. But anyhow, fell in love with the place when we came up here for that vacation. It was nice and away from everything, and the air is so clean, and you're by the Great Lakes. It's beautiful. All right, Tammy. Let me, I might not remember. So if you, you can add me onto your Xbox. This is my gamer. That's my gamer tag. I was a True Blood fan. So, my initials are SMK. And I usually say smack, like, and my daughter came up with Sookie Smack House, so like Sookie Stackhouse. Michelle, thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I appreciate you. Love your family. You guys are great. Appreciate your support, and I love your guys' creativity and your fun and all these wonderful things that just make you happy and giggle. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Good night, Garrett, Mr. Producer. Appreciate you too. I read the books. I didn't start reading the books till like after the first season of the series. And then once I started reading, I felt that the series could have done a lot more. I still like the series, but I feel like they could have done a lot more. There were so many more things they could have played on. And then they could have, like, they really shut down like the last season, kind of like they did Game of Thrones, but which is still disappointing, but I still loved the series. I can't think of too many things that aren't pretty to photograph, though. Turkey vultures are kind of like my thing that's not so pretty to photograph. If you really get like a good clean shot of their head, they're just not a pretty bird. Like their wings and everything about them, and what they do for the ecology and everything is cool, but not a very pretty bird. Awesome. Let me turn I think my Xbox is on. Let me. All right, Xbox is on. Change my input. So, Tammy, what kind of games do you like to play on here? All right, I'll do that, Danny. Think of some quiz topics. Okay. How about Fortnite and Ark? I need to update it, which I'm going to do when we're done with the live stream because my son's sleeping, so I can get more bandwidth. But I play PUBG. I'm a little late on the game since it came out, but I was kind of like, and I put it off. And then I played it, and then I really liked it. I would like to play the new Call of Duty, but I only have Call of Duty 3. And what's the other one? Trying to use my mouse for my Xbox. That's funny. My son also got me playing The Witcher. Is it Apex? You said Ark. Okay. I think it's Apex. Is the other one I like to play. I haven't played Fortnite yet. Red Dead Redemption, I don't think I've played since what was that, from how long ago was that when that came out? Oh, I like Borderlands 2. All right, give me just a minute, BRB. All right, so I'm going to throw this idea out. I've been watching like a lot of Disney Plus. And I've been watching like a lot of the classic anime movies. And people doing trivia and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if everybody has the time though, because I myself get preoccupied outside taking pictures of critters and stuff. But I want to do like a movie, like we watch a movie together. We all hit play on Disney Plus at the same time, watch a movie, and maybe do like a little quiz and conversation afterwards. Like, I don't know. Does that sound cool? Because I'm already doing it, except the quiz part, and just not sharing it with people. I end up drawing something usually. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see. What does this do? Not sure what this does. Okay, on Xbox. Yeah, I was thinking either like on Instagram or what I'm doing now. Like I'd push play on Disney. Of course, I'd have to turn it down or wear a headset or something so you guys wouldn't hear it. Kind of watch together, sharing comments, talk about the movie, funny stuff, whatever. And, just for fun, hanging out and doing a little quiz afterwards. Hi, Danny. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a good night. I don't know what to say about having to clean out the room. Seems a little heartfelt, doesn't it? Oh. But good luck tomorrow. Sleep good. And chat with you soon. Tammy, I hear you because my internet sucks. I'd have to tell my son and my husband, like, I get all the bandwidth because I normally don't get anything. Well, Tammy, do you own any Disney movies like on DVD or Blu-ray? I think all I have is Alice. Bye, Danny. Sleep good. Thanks for coming in. All right, Tammy. Well, why don't we Instagram and figure something out? That'd be cool. Let's see. So technically today is Tuesday. Thursday seems all right. And we'll think of a time Thursday. Does Thursday work out for you? Today is Cinco de Mayo. Salud. Oh. No, I guess I wouldn't work for Cinco de Mayo. That's more de los Muertos. They wouldn't work. I was thinking that these are the wrong time. But I've been wanting to put them over here, so there they go. Just getting this room set up. Long ways to go. Autocorrect doesn't acknowledge salud, huh? I think the only time I want tacos is when I'm not hungry. Because I think tacos fit all the time. I always go for a taco or some nachos. Actually, I have some taco meat and some chips downstairs. I can make some nachos. Thanks. I see they have Princess and the Bride on here. Love that movie. All right, so, wow. I wasted like 2 hours of your time. But thank you for sharing 2 hours of your time with me. I mean, it's totally awesome. Hope we can do it again. What dude is cute? Do you see a dude? Where's a dude? Not that dude, right? He's... Well, I'm glad to hear I didn't. And again, I'm glad you took the time to be here. Oh, Princess Bride, yeah. Robin Hood Men in Tights. I can't think of his name. Can't think of his name. And right now I'm trying to think of his name. All I can think of is Princess Buttercup. Oh my goodness. But it is like 3:20 here, so I don't expect my brain to be fully functional. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You got 1 point for keeping me on track, okay? All right, well, I want to say goodnight, and I want to say thank you. I appreciate your support, and it encourages me to do this again. And I don't know if I'll do chat and just randomness, because I don't know, it's a little awkward, but at the same time, you guys are really cool, and you offered me great questions, and I appreciate that. So, hello, Green Tea. I'm kind of a night owl myself. Most of the time, I'm chill. Sometimes I can be a little giddy, but most times, yeah, I'm pretty chill. I don't know who's left in here. It says we have 6 people left in here. I see Tammy. I didn't. Akam is still here, right? Danny is still here, maybe. It'd be cool if you guys let me know if you're still here so I can give you guys a thank you. And if not, still thank you. And I hope you check in the next time I'm on. You're 2 of the people. Aw. Thanks, Tammy. Thank Akam. You just continue to be your wonderful self as well. And have a great night. And thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Tammy. You guys can follow me on Instagram, comment, instant message me. I'm open for conversation and ideas. I hope you all have a great night. May the force be with you always. And bye.